Pleased to be joined now by a guy who had two separate stints with the Buffalo Bills as part of his 12-year NFL career. The king of the neck roll. It is Sam Gash, former Bills fullback, joining us on the line. How you doing, Sam?
Pretty good, guys. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, and it's great to have you on with us. I know you're a part of what's going on in the NFL with the Crucial Catch Intercept Cancer Initiative. It kicks off in stadiums this Sunday. It continues through Week 6. Give us a brief synopsis of what you have been through in the last 2 years, and why this is, and obviously why this is so important to you.
Well, I had 3 bouts of cancer in the last 2 years, and the first one started, October. It was in probably October, November of 2020 when we moved to Michigan. I hadn't been to the doctor in a few years, and ended up just finding a physician, to kind of go to. And it wasn't through the dedicated NFL hospital program because it wasn't going yet. So I went through a hospital, Beaumont up here, and ended up, finding out I had prostate cancer and just decided to go ahead and have it removed through, the Beaumont system. And then, later on that year is when the dedicated hospital, the NFL dedicated hospital network started. And, I had just been there, and that cost me like $60,000. I got a bill of like $60,000 for Beaumont, which was, I thought was nuts because insurance and everything I figured would cover it. But anyways, that happened in January of 2021 is when I had prostate cancer surgery. And then later that year, they started in September, I think, of 2021, they started the NFL Hospital Network. And I got a call from a girl, Christian, who runs the network up here. And basically, she kind of gave me the rundown of, what was going on. And I ended up, switching doctors and hospitals. And, later in actually early 2022, probably February, March of 2022, my mom came down with stage 4 ovarian cancer. So, I go down to Hendersonville, North Carolina, and, to hang out with her and just hopefully, help nurse her back. But at the same time, my throat had been really bothering me, and I was kind of like, it's just a sore throat, no big deal. And I came back and ended up talking with Christian, who connected me with, a Dr. Whitlow, who was basically my main primary physician. And he directed me, to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. And I ended up finding out in March of this year that I had throat cancer. And with that, being said, I, went through, all the doctor's visits and everything, and just through, basically the NFL, they basically directed everything. I really just, they found out what I had, and it was like they would call me with an appointment. You have this appointment, you have that appointment. And, I ended up finding out, by accident, that I ended up having kidney cancer as well during that same period of time. But I had to take care of the priority, which was the throat cancer. In April, May, June, I had I had some chemo, but I had 35 sessions of radiation, which I would go 5 days a week for 7 weeks, pretty much during the summer. And then in August, I had kidney surgery to get the tumor out of my kidney, and they didn't have to take my whole kidney. They just basically had to take, I think, half of it, and still left me with a functioning other kidney and stuff. So I still have technically 2 kidneys, but just, the thoroughness through, that NFL network of doctors. And I had 2 cancers, and I paid, maybe like $7,000, so the money that they have put towards helping the guys has really come to fruition. I mean, it's really a true story that, they want to help you in any way possible. And if they can catch, anything that you would have early, they will do anything they can. And I think that the network is in every NFL city. So guys usually, after they're done playing, usually live around the city that, has a team and stuff like that. And if they don't, there's always one close by. I would just highly recommend, guys just stay vigilant, on the health, because it kind of snuck up on me to where I had no idea, that I could even, to be honest with you, I had no idea I could even get that sick. I thought that happened to everybody else and stuff. But, this NFL, the Henry Ford system up here in Detroit is second to none. I mean, I owe, everything. Just feel truly blessed to be able to be a part of that, the whole network.
Yeah, I mean, for those listening that don't know, as Sam kind of outlined, the NFL Dedicated Hospital Network program, it's pretty new. It's a groundbreaking health and wellness benefit that provides eligible vested former players access to a network of medical care providers, as Sam mentioned, in every NFL city, offering primary medical care and other services. And obviously it is funded by the league too, to reduce medical costs. So instead of Sam paying $60,000 like he did for his prostate cancer, he paid $7,000 for throat and kidney cancer. So that had to be a tremendous weight off your shoulders, knowing you had that coverage, Sam. Everybody's been through that.
Tremendous, yes, indeed, and that's something that the league has definitely has been true on, and that's something that I truly appreciate from the league.
And what about we see the Crucial Catch program every year here in the NFL, talking about people that get their screenings, don't put things off. You said, you moved somewhere new, things fall through the cracks. Maybe you don't get to the doctor. I mean, I'm sure you've run it through your head a couple of times. What if you didn't go to the doctor at all after that move?
Yep. No, I did. And it was just, little things like my back was hurting, really bad, and I didn't know why. It didn't feel like anything that I had ever had before. And, I just kind of, listened to my body and my throat. It was hurting, and it never just one side was hurting. And, just kind of listening to your body helped me, figure it out and try to get to it. But the girl up here, the NFL coordinator up here, Christian, I can't give her enough kudos, because she was on the ball, and I'm sure she does this with everybody. She's done it with everybody, but she gets back to you, she gets you to the right doctors, and it was easier than trying to find everything by yourself, because I'm having, I have problems. I got a bunch of medicine now that I'm supposed to take, and I forget if I took it or did I not take it, or what do I have to do? So, to have to, try to coordinate, everything by myself would have been a nightmare. And that's why, I would say definitely use the coordinator that's in your town to figure out who it is, give them a call, and then they will help direct and facilitate the care that you need. And that strictly goes from if you're just getting a physical, just going to get a physical. And I would obviously say get your PSA checked, and I don't think every doctor does that, but you can ask for it, and, they'll obviously run the test, and that'll help in terms of that. And then, obviously, it was an accident that I found out that I had kidney cancer. They just did a scan, like a PET scan, and did my throat, and they was like, all right, let's just add the abdomen just to make sure that it hadn't metastasized and spread. And it hadn't, but the picture lit up in my kidneys, and they were like, whoa, what is this? So then they send me to a urologist, and just, it was just kind of like a domino effect of things that went down that they basically were right on the ball with, the whole time.
Well, Sam, it's good to hear your story. Good to hear you're on the mend. We hope that your prognosis is positive, and we look forward to, if possible, in the future, seeing you here back in Buffalo.
For sure. I definitely appreciate it, and I love Buffalo. I got obviously my wife is from there, so I have a bunch of family there that I enjoy seeing and love coming back.
That's right. We haven't forgotten those 2 Pro Bowls happened here in Buffalo, man. So Be
There
great
it
if we
is.
can see you. All the best to you, and keep healing up. All right, man. We always knew you as a tough guy. You pulled through a hell of a stretch here, so keep on keeping on. All right.
I certainly will. Thanks, guys.